This morning, tributes pouring in for the longest-serving female senator in Congress. A look at her decades of service. And more breaking news, police announce an arrest in rapper Tupac Shakur's murder. What we're learning from investigators decades after the crime. And former President Donald Trump heading to the Southland to court California voters. What's expected during the state Republican Party convention.
This season, our new Nate and Jeremiah collection for living spaces is an updated, well-traveled take on coastal living.
Inspired by some of our favorite coastlines, from California to Montauk to Portugal, the clean modern lines and natural materials, including oak and marble, evoke a sense of calm sophistication.
Designed to mix and match easily with the pieces you already own, the collection adds style along with functionality and comfort.
Elevate your home with our new Voyage collection from Nate and Jeremiah, only at Living Spaces.
This is KCAL News, Los Angeles.
Welcome to KCAL News at 11 on CBS Los Angeles and streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Rachel Kim. We begin with breaking news this morning. It's a solemn day for our state and the nation. The longest-serving woman in Congress, California Senator Dianne Feinstein, has died at the age of 90. She was California politics. Her desk has been draped in black, and a vase of white flowers was placed on top, as one by one, colleagues from both sides of Reporter Ross Palumbo joins us now with a look at Senator Feinstein's life and the tributes to her legacy. And Ross, as a former D.C. bureau chief, you knew the senator.
I did know the senator, not only from Washington, D.C., but from my time in San Francisco. Every San Franciscan, in fact, certainly remembers the moment she became mayor after finding the body of Harvey Milk minutes after his assassination back in 1978. That tragedy played a huge role in forging her political future. She became the first female mayor of San Francisco, the first female U.S. senator to represent the state of California, the first woman to serve as the Senate Judiciary Committee's top Democrat, and the first woman to head the powerful Senate Intelligence Committee.
I think people believe I can be an effective United States Senator.
Dianne Feinstein served in the U.S. Senate longer than any woman in American history. Along the way, the California Democrat took up wide-ranging causes, including gun laws, LGBTQ rights, and the environment.
We have to come to grips in America with our love affair with weapons.
Joe Biden, who was the Senate Judiciary Committee chairman at the time, credited Feinstein's leadership in sponsoring the 1994 federal assault weapons ban.
She went out and did something that was a product of an incredible amount of work.
In the aftermath of the September 11th attacks, Feinstein spearheaded a 6-year review of the CIA's controversial detention and interrogation program.
If you were ordered by the president to restart the CIA's use of enhanced interrogation techniques that fall outside of the Army Field Manual, would you comply?
The San Francisco native was first elected to the city's Board of Supervisors in 1969 and ran unsuccessfully for mayor twice. Feinstein, though, became the city's acting mayor under tragic circumstances after the 1978 assassination of Mayor George Moscone and Supervisor Harvey Milk. Following a failed run for California governor, she did win a special election for a Senate seat in 1992. 5 additional terms followed. In 2018, Feinstein was criticized during the hearings of Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. It was revealed the senator initially had not disclosed a letter she had received detailing sexual allegations against Kavanaugh.
I did what I believe was right.
Feinstein later embraced President Biden's nomination of Ketanji Brown Jackson, who became the first black female Supreme Court justice.
I am very proud to support her nomination.